Hello, everyone. Today we will look into what is scarcity. So, scarcity is basically in this world, we have limited resources that is basically needed by the humans and to satisfy our needs and wants. So, for example, if there is, water available in a certain country, and a lot of people are using it, just wasting water, in showers or wasting it to wash their cars and not preserving the water. That could basically have a scarcity for water. So it means basically the water would be very limited for the all the population in that country to utilize it. So this way, it is important for people to save on the resources. So this way, scarcity could not be a huge problem in the country. But in economics, scarcity is always considered the basic economic problem. That would be, for example, if there's a farmer and it's growing corn on the farms, and if there's a flood and all, 75% of the corn is wastage, and only 25% of corn is left for the population of the country to utilize it. This way, people, will have less corn or less food if any of other crops are, gets destroyed due to the flood. Will have less food in that country. So, so resources are always scarce, and people need to think and use right choices to utilize the resources. So this way, they can save for the future. And if there, for another example, if we can look into is the farmer for the cattle's, and if there are only few farmers that are, for cattle's that are, producing the milk and cheese, and so the entire population cannot utilize the milk and cheese because the farmers are very less in that country. So if they need to import it from another country, then the price will go up. So there will be other costs associated with it. So in economics, the basic economic problem we have in economics is the scarcity. So next, we will look into microeconomics. So micro means small, and basically what in microeconomics means is it's a study of individual behavior of their purchasing decisions making which they do on daily basis. It could be based on one firm about how they are satisfying the needs and wants of their customers, how they're running their company. So it basically looked into more individual basis situation on person base, or it could be one household base about how they're earning their incomes, how they're running their house, or if they're in a business, if you look into some one company, how they're running their business on daily basis and how they're surviving in the market. So microeconomics is basically look into the individual or look into the one business, then how they're making the decision regarding the allocation of scarce resources or having an interaction between these individuals. So how they're interacting, how the management in the company are having interactions to make the business successful. Next, we will look into macroeconomics, which basically means that it looks into more larger scale, more general, more wider problems or business activity, such as it could be the interest rate. If bank rises, interest rates for the bank loans, what all the businesses will do, how they will survive in the market, how they will survive in the global business. So it's basically look into more general, bigger picture of the country or of the economics. So it looks into the wide phenomena such as inflation. If the prices goes up, how the people in that country will make use of their money and what kind of purchasing decisions they will make based on what income they have. Also, it also like looks into the unemployment level of the country. If the prices goes up and there's not a lot of jobs available, and if there is a recession in the country and people are getting laid off and there's a lot of unemployment, how these people are surviving, if the government is basically helping them, to give them some kind of subsidy so they can survive or welfare, or if they have any other kind of business or job which they're doing to have basic survival. So the macro is basically it's a bigger picture in economics. It looks into larger scales of of the government activities, of the business activities.